Here we have an iPhone 8 Plus. It came in for no charge. Customer said the phone was working great. He replaced the screen, and after he did so, the phone would not charge. It does power on, as you can see. The phone is on. I have a charger here plugged into an amp meter. Let's turn it on. Right there. We're gonna plug the phone, give power to the phone. Okay. And look at this, we do see the battery symbol, which means that the phone did see the cable being plugged in. If we look at the amp meter, we see amperage being drawn, 0.22. Okay, the phone went to sleep and amps being drawn by the amp meter is 0. Right now it went up to 0.22. So when the phone is on, we can see amp meter going up to 0.22, 0.29, which is low. But right now the phone went to sleep and amp meter is reading 0. The phone is on, but the battery is reading 0% and the phone is not being charged. Before we proceed further, I want to use the TriStar tester to see if there is anything going on with the charging Flux cable or perhaps the TriStar chip. So it's plugged in and we're going to test. This will tell us if the charging port is bad or pass. So we do not have anything going on, anything wrong with the TriStar chip or with the Flux cable. We need to take the screen off the phone and inspect the board under the microscope. So let's go ahead and do that now. We're gonna disconnect the battery first, always. Okay, screen disconnected. Let's take a look at the phone and see if we can tell what's going on. Battery connector looks good. And right there, this is the problem. I see the problem. I see the problem. Do you see it? Right there, we have a missing MOSFET here. I've done a lot of those before. This is the Q3200 MOSFET. And this is needed in order for the phone to charge. Let's inspect to see if there's anything else wrong in this area. And I don't think so. Everything looks good. I see 2 pads for the MOSFET, but the third one, we do not know if this one is missing or not. Yeah, it's missing. So one problem we have here is we have a missing pad, and this pad is important. We have 1, 2, 3. This one is missing. And if we solder the component, it's going to make connection with those 2 pads, but not with this one. And if we look at the board diagram, I'll show it to you in a minute. Board diagram shows that this pad connects with this side of the component, and it also connects with this pin on the battery connector. So what we're gonna have to do is run a wire, solder it from here up to right here, and then we're gonna solder the component over the wire, and that would be the only way to get this done. We're gonna be using the enameled wire or enameled wire, more like an insulated wire. The coat on the wire will burn out when it touches heat. So we can burn the coat on the tip of the wire where we're gonna solder it onto the connector. It looks more like the wire that we use, same thing, but this one has a coat on it. It's enameled. Okay, we should be able to solder the wire now. We have a nice solder blob on that pin of the battery connector. So right now we do not care if this wire touches anything on here. It's not gonna short out. So we're gonna have to cut the wire right over here. Just like that. We can secure that wire down in place by adding solder mask. So let's go ahead and do that now. Right now I'm gonna hold the wire down while applying UV light. Okay, so the wire is solid. That's it. Solid. Okay, very good. Very nice, very nice. You can see how this MOSFET is very close to the FEC connector, so we have to be careful. Very nice. So we have 3 nice blobs on here. Enameled wires are sold on our website. We still have it as out of stock, but we do have them in stock, and we're gonna update the shopping cart soon. We're actually updating the whole website, and it may take maybe a couple of weeks before we have the new site up. The current website that you see, it's been on there since maybe 2014. I haven't changed much on it. It's working perfect the way it is, but right now we have somebody working full-time on it, and we're gonna have a new site up. I'm a web developer before I started the repair business, and I did web programming for almost 8 years. PHP, MySQL, jQuery, CSS. I no longer have time to do web development. You can check my Stack Overflow profile. I'll put a link down below. I must have answered over 500-600 questions on Stack Overflow, ranging from JavaScript to jQuery, PHP, and all that good stuff. A few days later, we got the parts. So the MOSFET is soldered on nicely. Okay, so we're gonna plug the phone in. And look at this, it's showing a battery logo. That's good. From before, if you remember, when the screen is on, the ammeter would show 0.2, 0.3 amps being drawn by the phone, but as soon as the screen goes black, it goes down to 0 amps. Right now the screen is black and we are seeing 0.98 amps. So that's a very good indication that the battery is being charged. And the fact that we have the battery logo on the screen is also a very good indication that the battery is being charged. So we'll see. I'm gonna keep this on the bench for about 5-10 minutes and I'll be back. I got carried away fixing another device and I forgot about this phone. Let's check it. And look at this. The battery is in green color, which means that it charged. Let's take a look under the microscope. 36%. Awesome, awesome. So the phone is fixed. All we have to do is put this back together, invoice, and ship it back to the customer. Let me just quickly check the amp meter. 0.90 amps is being drawn by the phone. And look at this while the screen is off. Now it's on. Okay, and everything is perfect. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and we'll do something else in the next video.